Hey, what's up guys? Frank here with another video, and today I want to make a video about my 2023 sales report for Amazon Merch and just talk about overall the events that took place for me in 2023. And for me personally, 2023 has been a year full of different challenges, and I learned a few things about my journey. And so, my goal here is to share my experiences from this last year and what happened in print on demand so that you can gain inspiration from it, motivation from it, and just learn from my own experience. And I'm also going to share how much I made in 2023 on Amazon Merch. And just keep in mind that all the money that I made and all the income that you'll see in this video is all in Canadian dollars, okay? And so it is not in USD dollars because I live in Canada and having all my interfaces in Canadian dollars is easier for me, okay? And so let's go right in. Alright, so let's go straight to the point, okay? On Amazon Merch in 2023, I basically did 70,000 Canadian dollars only on Amazon Merch, okay? And so there you go. Right now, I am in Productor, and that's what it is. Previous year's sales, I basically did $70,000, okay? And this is from Amazon Merch alone. And so right now, this is not counting like the other marketplaces that I'm selling to. So it does not include Etsy, it doesn't include Amazon Seller Central, it doesn't include Redbubble, it doesn't include TeePublic, Spreadshirt, Displayed, and all these other marketplaces. And I also did some food delivery also. That also made me a bunch of money. And so what you see here is only from Amazon Merch, okay? So now what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna go into the calendar and I'm gonna go through each month and I'm gonna explain exactly what happened, and you'll be able to see how my journey progressed over the months, okay? So right now I am on Amazon Merch, more specifically in Productor, in the statistics, okay? And so as we can see here, I basically created my account in August of 2020, okay? And for the purpose of this video, I'm simply going to talk about 2023, okay? And so as you can see here, in 2023, I started the year very, very good, okay? And I'm going to explain why. Because the two first months, I had some of my designs that basically exploded. And so in my first 2 months, I basically did more than half of my money in just these 2 months, okay? And so in January of 2023, I basically did $14,000, and in February I basically did $31,000. Again, it's in Canadian dollars. And basically what happened, okay, in these 2 months is that in the end of January and in the beginning of February, I had this thing with the Super Bowl, okay, and for some reason, one of my older designs that I created like 2 or 3 years ago basically popped off during the Super Bowl, okay? And so if you didn't know, the Super Bowl is basically in February, and in the weeks before February, so some of my designs basically popped off, okay? And so this year, it was completely unintentional, okay? The design that popped off is basically 2 or 3 designs that popped off, and I was able to make like 2, 4, or even 5K every day during these weeks, okay? And so that was completely insane, and it completely changed the way I saw Amazon Merch, okay? Because these designs I uploaded 2 or 3 years ago, and so the fact that everything that you're uploading on Amazon Merch has so much potential, okay? Everything that you upload on Amazon Merch can basically blow off at any moment, and this is what I learned from this, okay? And ultimately what happened here was completely unintentional, okay? And so I do not recommend to replicate this because I'm not sure if what happened here was completely legal. And basically, after the Super Bowl event, Amazon Merch basically removed the design that popped off here, and I basically deleted them. Okay, I basically deleted them. And in order to keep your account safe, I would not recommend to do the things that I've done here. In my case, again, it was completely unintentional. But if you want the full story of what happened here, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about it so that you can know what happened, okay? So that's pretty much it for these first 2 months. That completely changed my mind and completely blew off. And in March, that was also a pretty important month because in March, I basically did less than $2,000. And the thing that happened in March is that the two previous month made so much sales that now that the event was done, I had so many returns, okay? And so I didn't make that much money in March because I had to deal with so many returns from these two first months. And since the event was done, many people were returning the shirts and returning the merch, and so because of that, yes, I made a bunch of money here, but a lot of it got returned, okay? Another important thing that happened also in March is that I lost many of my print-on-demand accounts, okay? And it was not related to what happened in January and February, but it's just that in March I lost my Redbubble account, I lost my TeePublic account, I lost my Society account, Finite America account. I lost all these print-on-demand accounts without any notice, okay? And so it basically happened out of nowhere. And I basically made a video here where I talk why I was taking a break from POD. So I made a video back then, so you can check that out if you're interested, okay? And I was completely astonished, okay? And I didn't know what really was happening. And to be honest, even today I still don't, okay? Because it basically happened without any notice and I didn't know what was happening, and I reached out many times to the support and the customer service to try to understand what was happening, but I never got any like reasonable response from them. So in March, what basically happened is that since I was losing all these accounts, I basically decided that I would literally stop uploading on Amazon, and I would basically stop uploading on any print-on-demand marketplaces because Amazon Merch is basically my main source of revenue. And so I lost so many print-on-demand accounts, and now I still had Amazon Merch here, but I didn't want to lose it, okay? I didn't want to lose the account that I was left, that I still had. And so I stopped in order to not mess things up. I didn't know what was happening, and so I just stopped literally doing everything, okay? And I also noticed that actually many people lost their Redbubble account, their TeePublic account, and I think that these companies literally went into Nazi mode, okay? So ultimately what I think about what happened is that I lost my accounts for two main reasons, okay? And the first reason is that I was not uploading high quality and unique designs. And I mean, what I uploaded were basically some sort of variant that I would be creating with automation. And the second reason is that I was not paying that much to trademarks, okay? And so basically, looking back, I think what happened with these platforms is that Redbubble and TeePublic introduced new tier system, and I think like banning a bunch of accounts and closing a bunch of accounts was a way to kind of remove all the low quality accounts, if that makes sense, the accounts that they didn't want to have on their platforms or whatever. And I also know that Society6 also introduced a pricing plan for the platform, which I do not really recommend, but if you want to go that way, then you can too. And so in the end, what I did is that basically much of the rest of the year until maybe October, I literally focused on other things, okay? And so I took this time to learn about AI because AI was also popping off in 2023. And I learned a bunch of new tools. I learned about Microsoft Designer. I learned about Midjourney, Daily Tree. I just tried new tools because AI is getting more and more dominant, and so AI was coming out, and so I took this time to learn about new tools, and I think it was a pretty good idea. And so now in April, I basically did $2,000 Canadian dollars, and again, I did not upload much in April. And then in May, I did a little bit more than $2,000. I did nothing much happen as well. And in June, I did a little bit less than $3,000. Those are pretty much normal months for me. Usually, my normal months, I do between 2,000 and 3,000 every month. During the year in my normal months. Those are normal numbers for me, okay? And so then in July, I did 2,500. And then in August, I did 3,500. In September, I did a little bit less than 3,000. And then in October, that is also an important month because in October, I decided to come back into the print on demand because you see in the last months, things calmed down a little bit. I mean, again, with Bubble introduced their new systems, and AI was becoming more and more normal. And so, because of all these things, I came back in October, and I came back with new mindset, okay? I came back with 2 new mindsets. And my first new mindset is that I would focus much more on higher quality design, and I would let go of upload automation and to become more aware of what I'm actually doing, okay? Because the problem with automation, and I was using Flying Research, is that you upload a bunch of design, but when you upload automatically a bunch of designs, you don't necessarily see what is happening with the automation. You just let the automation run. And so right now, I think that the best way to do things is to create high quality designs, and you'll have less designs, but you can manually upload them, and that gives you much more control and you're aware of what you're doing. And so this is kind of my mindset right now, and that's why I want to create higher quality design. And especially with AI that came out this year, I think it's a great idea to let go of automation and instead focus more on AI and creating higher quality designs, because with the AI that is coming, like, this is the game changer, okay? And so if you're not using AI right now, I think you're going to be left behind, okay? And I also want to learn a little bit about graphic design, but again, I don't want to go too deep into the graphic design because I think the future is in AI. And so I want to learn about graphic design, but not too much about it, because I think graphic designer from the past and the techniques from the past are probably outdated with AI coming, okay? So that's kind of my first mindset, to create higher quality designs. And the second mindset that I decided to take when coming back in October is that I would take trademarks much more seriously, okay? And when I came back in October, I decided to learn about trademarks in depth so that I can know and I can understand what I'm doing. And I decided that when I get a rejection, I would try to understand so that I don't make the same mistake again, okay? And when I came back, I decided that I would clean my Amazon merch from all the trademarks that my designs could potentially had. And so because I deleted a bunch of designs, the next month here, the in November took a huge hit because I deleted so many designs that also included designs that made money. And so my goal here is that I wanted to get rid of all the design that could potentially have trademarks so that I keep my account safe, okay? And so I lost so many accounts during this year here that I basically wanted to keep my Amazon merch account safe, and I was willing to take the hit, okay? And so I deleted a bunch of design that could potentially have trademarks, and in November here, my revenues took a huge hit, okay? But I'm okay with it because I want my print-on-demand accounts to be safe, and I don't want to deal with trademarks. I don't want to have problem with trademarks, and so that's kind of what I think about that. And also in October and November when I came back, I was also able to create a new Redbubble account. I also created a new TeePublic account, but as of right now, I'm not uploading that much on these platforms because I'm kind of mad that I have to start over my accounts. And to be honest, like, I'm not quite sure what these platforms made, but they kind of insulted me when they closed my account. I don't like that. I mean, they closed my account without any notice and without any explanation, and now, like, yes, I can create new accounts, but like I don't feel like I want to put that much energy and time into these platforms because, like, are they going to close my account again? Like, what the hell, man? So that's pretty much it. And then in December I basically did a little bit less than $3,000. And so that's pretty much it for 2023, okay? And I think the most important thing that happened in 2023 is these two first months here. And so I was basically amazed here, okay? That's pretty funny. And so that's it for 2023. And so now my goal for 2024 is that I'm going to focus more and put energy into this YouTube channel, and I want to do awesome YouTube videos, maybe every day or maybe every few days or whatever. Just journaling my journey about print on demand and building online businesses. And so that's kind of my first goal here. And again, just like I said before, one of my goals in 2023 is to focus on higher quality designs for print on demand, mostly using AI, but I also want to use techniques for graphic designs, but I want to make sure that these techniques are relevant with AI and today's technologies. And so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and if this video was valuable to you, you could consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. And if you have any question, you could leave your comment down below and I will answer your question. And you could also consider watching this video right here, where I talk about my complete Amazon process that you can use to publish on Amazon merch. Okay, so that's it for this video. Peace.